84th Sturgis Motorcycle Rally, ladies and gentlemen.
Riding Dynas, dude. My brake line snapped.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is like last or second to last vlog before we hit the road for our official Sturgis Rally ride. Juan and I have been doing this for the last 2 years, where we vlog and we basically drop a vlog every single day, real time, while we are on the road on our way to Sturgis. You guys have always really enjoyed it. What's your most memorable moment to Sturgis in those last 2 years on the vlog?
I can't just pick one.
One of my most memorable moments was when you had a little too much to drink in Sturgis, and I think you made it on the vlog where you were like drunk on the couch.
I don't remember that one.
Remember that year to Sturgis? We were rewatching the vlogs. We were watching the vlogs with everybody else at the house, and we were crying, laughing about how funny it was, or how like good of a time it was last night. It's pretty awesome. So looking forward to that. Cole's been to Sturgis how many times? Twice.
There and back.
So it's gonna be fun to add him in on this. We haven't fully decided on what bikes we're riding. Last night, me and Juan were here at the shop a little bit longer than Cole was.
I got a newborn, dude. I gotta tend to my little baby girl, so it's a balance, right? Like trying to work on my own stuff, trying to help the wife out.
And I know he wasn't lying, because we called him and I could hear the baby on the phone. I was like, all right, you get a pass.
Let's go show him what we're up to, and let's start figuring out a little bit of a game plan, what we need to get ready, any parts that we need to get ordered last minute, basically before we hit the road, to make sure that the bikes we're riding are prepped and ready. You stay here, wait, hold on. Open the door, bring out as far as we got it.
Where's he going on my bike, dude?
Dude.
It's alive, dude.
There it is, brother. We got it running.
Oh yeah, thanks, boys.
We got it running,
How was
dude.
it?
So we were here until about 11:30 last night. The battery was completely dead when we tried to start it. Wouldn't jump off of the bikes. We tendered it for like 20 minutes. Finally, we started with the 7-tree. Like, we wanted to leave a couple of things for you to do. You got to put the grip on. We didn't put the little door over your oil line.
Okay. Got a little schmutz on my exhaust there, dude.
You got to clean it. Like, there's a couple of things. We noticed this rattles quite a bit.
Yeah, so the reason we did this, Juan and I mounted it to the bottom clamp. We're gonna run, hopefully if we do ride these, which I hope we are now, we're gonna run the big windshield, so I made it easy to take this on and off, but yeah.
We need to decide, like, what are we riding? Windshield's on this. I think that you could totally ride this bike to Sturgis. Him and I did take it for a ride last night at 11:30. Everything worked. He was shifting through the gears. The clutch works. It does have a little bit of decel pop. Like I said, we don't...
It's tuned for 95, like built engine. This is a stock 88.
And there is no O2 sensors on it.
Oh,
and so it doesn't like help itself at all.
Yeah.
So I think it could be tuned, and Alan did say that he has time for you, but you need to get your hands on a tuner, either a TTS or a Dyno Jet he asked for. I think you could ride it there. If we were leaving for Sturgis today, you'd make it. What would your MPGs be, and would it run the best? I don't know. You need to get a little list of what you would like to do to this thing, and then if you're riding this, I think Juan and I are forced to ride Dynas, which we have both ridden our Dynas. I've already ridden that Dyna to Sturgis before.
I had my Road Glide when we rode both times, so I've never ridden a small bike. It's gonna be a little gnarlier.
One thing, okay, I rode my FXR to work today, and I almost felt like I needed a kidney belt and some sort of device that held my head forward.
Yeah.
One thing that was nice when I got on my bike at my house, I was so excited about, was having my cardo. Like, just thinking like, I get to listen to music and just enjoy the open road. When I rode my Dyna to Sturgis,
it was like solo.
I didn't have a headset.
Yeah.
There was no music. I wasn't talking to anybody.
Even after like, well, Daytona and like it helps with filming, but like especially like Arizona, cannot imagine riding without the cardos now. Like I can't, not even just not having music, but not able to like talk to you guys and communicate.
So I think that's gonna help the ride quite a bit, right? We're gonna be able to enjoy some music, hang out with each other, and I think whatever route we pick, maybe we try to keep them to around 400-mile days. Nothing too much more than that. Not riding extremely fast, so our necks aren't But we'll figure out what happens on the road.
Honestly, like we're leaving what, like 5 days early. So like I always say, like I enjoy the ride to Sturgis just as much as I enjoy the rally itself. Like every time we swing a leg over these things, like hitting the road with my buddies, like that is the best part. And going back to the cardo thing, I just wanted to add, like it's good for like a safety aspect too. Because remember on the way up from Arizona, Juan didn't see the ladder in the middle of the road, and like we were both ladder, like going around it. But yeah, I mean it's gonna be sick. Like,
let's put some helmets on. You can go take it for a spin real quick.
Can I put a throttle?
I'm interested.
No, just go take it for a rip real quick.
Honestly, I'm just curious, like, does it ride better than before? Because it rode like crap.
What did you get dialed, Cole?
Got my throttle side grip on, adjusted some controls and stuff like that.
Okay.
And we're putting the handlebar bag on here because I'm prone to losing things, so.
Nice. All right, hey, Juan, check it out. I got my windshield. 2018, I bought this windshield for my Dyna. I bought it also, I think, that year because I think that year was probably the first year I rode my Dyna to Sturgis. August 2018, I rode the Softail to Sturgis. Look at that. See? Mount Rushmore, the Softail with the windshield. Jake used this windshield 2018. Okay, so 2018 I bought the other one. So I rode my Dyna before that. Let's see, 2017. I took it off once I got to Sturgis, but you can see there's me with my Dyna in front of the Sturgis sign. That was 2017 Sturgis. So that was the last time I took that Dyna to Sturgis. That was what I bought this windshield for.
You rode with that to Sturgis. Jake rode with it to Sturgis, and I rode with that to Sturgis on my bike, on my Dyna.
Every friend that has ridden a Dyna to Sturgis, I've let them borrow this because no one really wants to own it, but they want to use it when it comes to 300, 400, 500 mile days.
Actually, no, I'm wrong because the one that I'm thinking of like flipped up.
I bought the new one for my Softail.
Yeah.
So that I can let Jake use this one. Yeah. So we're planning on riding Dynas to Sturgis, right? The goal is over the next couple weeks, we're prepping. Let's start and let's see how that feels. Swap it over, throw that thing on.
Oh, you're gonna do a little test run?
Yeah.
They're like, hi. Every time I put this on my bike, all it makes me reminds me of is me, myself, and Irene. He's riding and the bugs are going in his teeth. Just so everybody knows, everybody that was following along the last couple weeks, Juan and I changed the starter out on this thing. The kickback that was going on during startup is completely gone. Check this out, I'm fired up right now. That's a high compression 103, starts up just fine. Windshield, way better.
Nice to be like riding under power on this bike, that's for sure. Definitely some things we need to dial in. Like it runs good. I was surprised with how peppy it is, but could I ride it to Sturgis? Yes, but probably needs a tune. So I think that's first thing. Fine tuning here and there. I thought this was a good idea. Turns out it's a terrible idea. Rattling the whole time. Figure that out. And I don't know, luckily we got like, what, 2.5 weeks to Sturgis, so I got a little bit of time.
Yeah. Want to thank us for putting in the overtime?
Yeah, good job.
Thanks, boy!
Well, you're gonna owe us quite a bit of beers on the way.
Colin, thanks for letting us borrow your bike so so we could do an engine swap.
Okay, so unless anything drastically changes, we're riding Dynas to Sturgis, is that correct?
That's correct. Dynas, baby.
What are we riding to Sturgis?
Riding Dynas, dude.
Okay.
100%.
Okay, so we need to go to a checklist of what they need. Here's one thing off the bat that I think my bike doesn't have: the throttle lock shoe, so that the bike has cruise control.
Yes,
So
my bike does not have that either.
Without that would be gnarly, because this bike is so peppy.
All right, so what do you got? You got one?
I got one, but it fell out when we were assembling yesterday, so.
Do you know where it is?
Juan and I found it on the ground.
Okay, so throttle lock, we gotta make sure they have that. Make sure the bikes have fresh oil change before we leave.
Right.
Make sure the brake pads are good on them. Good tire. I might even do like a little bit of a brake fluid swap.
Yeah, that one's the one that a lot of people forget, including myself. I'm guilty of it. Like, oh, brakes work fine, but really, like, we should be replacing the fluid a lot more often.
I want to do a brake fluid swap. I need to clean it. I want to wax the paint, make it all fresh and dialed. Dude, my paint's crusty.
Dude, every
it
time
feels
we
like
pull up to
sandpaper.
Sturgis, we're like,
Yeah.
every time we pull up to Sturgis, the bikes are hammered when we get there.
At least if they're waxed, they're gonna have a little protective layer before you get there.
We get some of that like wipe on Cerakote stuff.
For sure, my bike, the motor mounts, which we've got them on order.
We should see if the engine stabilizers showed up.
True track.
And then you're gonna run a windshield?
Yes.
We need to get a windshield for you. We need a windshield for you. I think it's like nostalgic to ride this one there because I've owned it for so long and I've already taken it there, and so has Jake. It's crusty and I don't know when the last time it was clean.
Wash it.
Yeah.
Right now.
Put the shoe back in the throttle stopper thing. What do you even call that?
You took off the bouncy.
Yeah, I took the bouncy thing off. I actually ordered a stock headlight and visor shifter tip, but I actually had these at my desk, these militants, so I threw these on. Shift arm, we're gonna do the linkage. I put militants on the rear to match. Just because I like the way that your FXR is, militants front and rear.
Yep.
Derby cover on this side.
Yeah.
Cover yesterday.
Got the shift arm, got the linkage.
So now we need to do brake fluid. I got Saddleman seat coming.
Grab the engine stand. It's no longer in use. The engine's in the back. Put it in the showroom.
Showroom.
Let's do it.
And then we'll have like a little bucket of sand in the entrance. So if a customer comes in, you want to drop some sand in his engine, you could just like...
It's like a wishing well?
Yeah, it's a wishing well.
We should just open the cylinder up and like if you throw a penny in it.
Yeah.
You're gonna be able to carry it all the way in?
But this one has Bluetooth push rods.
Well, we can fix that later.
Gosh. Boom. Now everybody can come make fun of me for my Bluetooth twin cam engine.
We're just about a week away from needing to be ready for our Sturgis ride. Really excited. This was actually, I think it's my like 11th year going to Sturgis, boys.
Damn, I think it's like my 7th, but not riding. I used to go for Vance and Hines and work the rally.
Yeah.
Now I get to enjoy the rally.
You saw last year, I don't know if you did see last year, but me and Juan did 12 or 1,300 miles in less than 24 hours on our first day riding back. That was pretty gnarly.
That was crazy. It was with the baggers. We did ride back with small bikes, or when I took my Dyna, that was when Dom's bike broke.
Yeah.
And we like did like a 700-mile push that time.
Yeah.
Because we were gonna make it home in a day and a half. We were into Vegas. If Dom's bike hadn't broken, like we would have been home in a day and a half.
This should be a fun trip. We're all riding Dynas. Our buddy Dom is going on Dynas. I've been on the phone with Luke over at Fueling. I don't think he's riding his Dyna. He said he's been having some cylinder issues with some Screaming Eagle. He's been trying to put the 110 cubic inch on his Dyna, and it's not working out. So I think he's trying to get his Street Glide together. Him and Duper are coming along.
Nice.
We have a special guest that we may be grabbing along the way. That could be pretty exciting. But we're gonna be leaving this week. So this week that you're watching this, we are leaving this week. We will do another video later on in this week that does share with you guys what we pack on these Dynas and what we bring for a 10-day road trip. But today, we're gonna get into showing you guys what we're doing to our bikes to get them road ready for a 4,000-mile trip, 10 days on the road. And another thing is that you should be ready the next Tuesday. After this Tuesday will be our first vlog for our road trip to Sturgis, and they will be going back to back to back all week long. You'll be basically hanging out with us in real time, watching us make our way to the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. And I don't even know what anniversary it is.
I'm gonna say it'll be literally like hanging out with us because we'll be filming, uploading the footage. Travis, who's editing this right now, will be then putting it on our YouTube channel. So it's literally like
real time.
You're only like a few hours behind us.
Yeah, and the fun, exciting thing that we've noticed doing the vlogs on the way to Sturgis is when we watch it basically the next day, we're like, we can't even believe that happened. Yeah. So it kind of like reminds us of how the day went. So 84th Sturgis Motorcycle Rally, ladies and gentlemen, give me a little rundown of what we got going on your bike, your main goals.
All right, the basics, 3-hole oil change, literally just finished that. That's a must. My bike has like about 25,000 miles and it was due for motor mounts. So last night I did front and rear motor mounts. It's got freshies. I also did the True Trek in the front only. We got the wrong part for the back. I'm not too concerned. Maybe we'll get the right one in time, but fresh motor mounts and the front one, I think my bike's gonna ride way better. Just basic stuff. You know, oil, motor mount. Tires look good.
Your brake pads,
not too long ago, front and rear.
Okay.
It's gonna be pretty simple. One of the other changes I'm gonna do is I rode with our whole shots 10-inch straight. The first time, I'm only 5'7", 5'8". I think I need 9.5 with the pullback. I think it's gonna fit me better. Like I said, I rode with these, no issues, but I do think 1/2 inch down and a little bit closer to me is gonna be like dialed to be like super comfortable.
And so that's why you got your wires out and stuff?
Yeah, as soon as I finish the oil, I'm gonna throw on the other risers.
Show me what we went and got off of Facebook Marketplace. So Juan needed a windshield of his own. What'd you get?
So my boy Jake was on Marketplace, found this.
All right.
Down the street from us. Look at that, it's clean, no bug splatter.
So the thing is that windshields were sold out, completely sold out off of Harley's website. We really like the way that the Harley one mounts up with the clamps around the 49mm forks. We were trying to get it on Harley's website. We were calling local dealerships, could not find one. We found that on Facebook Marketplace. We went, bought it cash from the kid, local to kind of the area where I'm from. And then the funny thing about it was like, we got it and I was like, dang, that thing looks cooler than mine.
Hey, I like it. At first, I really wanted to get the one you had and we had ordered yours. But and then we called the next day and they were like, no, sorry, it's back ordered till like 2 months. So I'm glad we found it. It looks like it has a little more protection. And yeah, that's super critical. I mean, when you're on the road for 600-700 miles a day, like it makes a big difference. I would not recommend going without it, but I think Dom did it 1 year.
Yeah, Dom has done it 1 year and he did not enjoy it. So he bought a windshield the next year.
That's funny that he did that because I was literally said the other day, let's raw dog it. No big windshields, no communication. Let's just us on the road. But Dom has done that before.
So I have, in those 10, 11 years I've ridden to Sturgis, I only started using my Cardo headset like 2 years ago.
I don't know how, like nowadays, I don't know how we used to do it.
We will be getting, I have tracking right here, Cole's windshield tomorrow. So you guys will be able to see Cole's windshield. The next, we'll give you like a short summary of like what we pack and that'll probably be on, we'll probably drop it on Sunday before we leave for Sturgis, July 28th.
I didn't need to do oil change because my good buddies Lance and Juan did it for me. So we did new air filter. We did new engine mount, so I'm also doing True Track. Yeah. Anything after an FXR, like Dyna wise, is the engine is rubber mounted, obviously, and then the swing arm is actually mounted to the engine. It's not mounted to the frame at all. So going through turns or wheeling or anything like that, you get a lot of like side to side wallow kind of feeling. It just doesn't handle right. So the True Track doesn't let it go side to side. It only lets the engine go forward and backwards, which is fine because at least it's in line with the rear wheel. Just handles a lot better in turns, like I said, wheelies and stuff like that. For just kind of cleaning up, I did go also Facebook Marketplace special, found a hood and an OEM headlight.
Which you're gonna need to plan on taking this hood off.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that off.
This hood off right here so that you can use your windshield. One other thing I want to point out, ladies and gentlemen, is he tried to oil his air filter like as if it was a dirt bike air filter.
I'm used to dirt bike,
and he's been dripping oil off of it for the last 24 hours.
Yeah, I'm used to a dirt bike where you just like, you're worried about rocks and dirt getting in there, so you soak them. But
did you get the True Track on the back?
I'm putting that on right now, it's right here.
All right, is yours gonna work?
I hope, yeah, it looks like it will.
So you don't need much. You're gonna put some bags on your bike and you're gonna get your windshield tomorrow and your oil change is already done. Are you gonna do a little bit of a brake fluid change? I'm gonna do,
because these brakes are, the front brake especially is really squishy. So dial it in with some new brake fluid. I think we're gonna do all 3 bikes.
Leading over to mine, I'm also going to do a little brake fluid swap. Drain the reservoirs, fill them with fresh brake fluid. We're gonna suck the fresh brake fluid through the lines. My pads are good, my tires are good. My bike is filthy. I haven't washed it since Mexico. Going to wash and spit shine this thing. The chrome wheels look awful right now. Everything is just really dirty. So I want to hit the road with a fresh looking bike. We're going to do some fresh batteries on them. So we pulled them out. So today I'm going to do an oil change, a brake fluid change, hopefully get it washed up, polished up a little bit. I've already kind of got my bike set up with bags. I will be running these bags. I'll probably take the sissy bar off and rock it just like these bags with the pass bag that we have that clips directly to our straps. Just over time of swapping throttle tubes and working on our bikes, these are actually the cruise control, like kind of little brake shoes. When you tighten this screw, it pushes this brake shoe up against the throttle tube. Somehow along the lines of wrenching on this bike a bunch, this fell out, we lost it. So my cruise control doesn't work. Update my cruise control. Juan's also doesn't work. Update his, that's why we have two of them here. So we got a full day ahead of us, ladies and gentlemen.
Also, you just reminded me I need to put tires on my bike. I have a fresh set of Dunlops over there. So if we want to help me fight the tire machine again, maybe we don't almost lose a finger this time.
Spill a little bit of oil, so I'm cleaning it up.
Wow, look at you, dude.
Cole just said, oh no, I don't know what happened.
My brake line snapped.
Oh, brother.
Totally sheared off that.
Let's see if we can see it right there. It broke off from here.
So the true track needs to sit like between the brake and the swing arm right here. And I was trying to move it over to get it in there. And
So you did a brake line delete.
I did a brake line delete. You have Bluetooth brakes, right?
Yeah. We're either gonna order that from Harley and see if they can get it in the next couple of days, or we got a nice DX sitting somewhere in the showroom that we're gonna have to turn into a parts bike.
Juan's risers are off. I have just bled my brakes with fresh brake fluid in the reservoir. The brake fluid in there looked black and sludgy, and now it is yellow clear and fresh. All right, I just pulled off front brake reservoir cap. It's very dark, not nearly as bad as the back one was. We're here, it's really easy to flush this out, so I'm gonna do that real quick. Now, I'm surprised that you go with the low bends, dog.
I like the low bends. On this bike, the Dyna setup, I've always liked the stance, the 9.5 pullback, or like a taller riser with a low bar. It just,
All right.
it's my style.
All right.
True track is on. Brake line is broken still.
Top 4, that's what the owner's manual recommended. Now look at how much clearer that is than what was in there. The rear was black compared to what that was. 30-year-old dirt bike stance.
Helps us vertically challenged.
Anybody remember AC Racing? I don't know if they're still in business.
Whoa. I saw Cole's bike.
Oh, it is. All right, ready?
Ready.
You're on this side, go for it. Hold it in. You going?
Yeah, slowly. Keep going.
Is the compressor on?
Banging Lemmy.
How should you pull through? I didn't see.
A lot.
New brake fluid, done. All right, it's lunchtime. I got both of my brakes done. Oil is drained.
Risers are on. I'm gonna try to relocate my gauge, so I'm working on the extension. Look at that.
Okay, okay.
Dude.
It's normally there.
Yeah, Cole made me a little cover for it.
Now he's gonna have 2 gauges.
Dude.
So if he's looking down at his tank bag, then you can still see how fast he's going, or if he's looking at the road, you can still see how fast he's going.
All right, and then did you get your stabilizer put on the back? It's on, it's dialed?
It's dialed. It's all tight, Loctite, everything like that. I don't know if I'm making progress or like making progression towards making this.
Because of this.
Because of this. We took a step forward and took another step back. Let's show them the difference. So the difference is this one goes at like a T for the brake switch.
The brake switch, yeah.
Yeah. The one on your guys' bike goes off the back of the banjo bolt.
Okay.
That ideally would be better. The only thing, I don't know if my cables or my wires are gonna be long enough for that.
Oh, yeah.
So I might need to just try
All
to
right.
find another one of these.
So then try to figure that out. If Harley doesn't have it, we can get it made at DMP.
Okay, cool.
Let's go.
I'm fading.
Rear brake line, RR, not available.
Can you order aftermarket?
I can order aftermarket, yeah.
Can you order an aftermarket one?
I can probably order an aftermarket one.
I think I would order an aftermarket one.
The last minute brake line ordering. What are you guys most excited for?
I always say that I enjoy the ride there just as much as I enjoy being at the actual rally. Especially like this year, like having a few days, maybe a few extra than normal to like get there, like enjoy the sights, stop and like check out the actual like areas of the country that we haven't really seen before. Then there's like so much history in Deadwood itself.
I'm always fired up whenever I change anything to my bike. I'm always like, I want to ride it. You know, you feel the differences. Everything I've done to my bike, I'm excited to get on the road and feel like the upgrades.
What's everything you've done to your bike? You
well,
switched your gauge
motor
location.
mount. Okay, that's,
Okay.
that's an upgrade because it had a really gnarly wobble. So I'm excited.
So you did a fresh motor mount, and you also did true track.
in the front for right
We're
now.
gonna call and get you
Yeah.
the rear true track.
So
the right
I'm
one.
excited to feel that. I always just feels good when the bike just is dialed. Excited to be on the road with my dogs for, you know, almost 2 weeks. And then Jake and Raymond are coming along. It's just gonna be fun.
Yeah, I think for me, it's like one of those things, I have so much, so it's put on myself, but like so much pressure leading up to it. Like, do we have everything we need? Are we gonna be ready? Is everything good at home? Is everything good at work? Like, and as soon as you like go to bed the night before this road trip, everything that could be done is done, and you know you're going, and it's just like, you get on your bike, and just being on our bikes for 10 days, but really those first 5, like you said, where we're just like riding further away from home, our headsets on, hanging out with each other, listening to good music, enjoying, like you said, we're gonna hit some roads that we, you know, have never seen before. Luke's been working up a little bit of a route of some 2-lane that I think none of us have hit. Also possibly going back to some roads that we have hit that, you know, we've hit 2 or 3 times in our lifetime. And we
even if they are roads that we've hit before, there's always something different.
Yeah.
Like every time you do it. And like, to add to what you're saying, like you get that feeling on any road trip, but especially Sturgis. I always like the morning of, like throwing my leg over the bike, firing it up, and like knowing you're about to have like this wild experience. Can't buy, like you can't buy that feeling.
Yep.
I don't know, I get chills just thinking about it.
So we're gonna meet up at 5 a.m. and we're gonna meet the fueling boys at 7 a.m. out in the middle of the desert. We'll begin on the road in the dark. We're watching the sunrise. Every year going to Sturgis, no matter what, it's bound to be triple-digit heat the first day. Yeah. Kind of thing is like getting on the road. I think our first day is the most miles, upwards of 500, 600 miles going through triple-digit heat. So it's gonna get wild.
One thing about riding small bikes too, we're not gonna be able to tell how hot it is because I'm always staring at the temp gauge on the road glide.
Yeah.
But this time we're just gonna be like, it's gotta be 115 right now.
Luke will be on his bagger, so he'll be able to tell us. But yes, for sure, just like that visual, seeing the number while you're riding, you're like, All right, guys, here we are. Corner spot near Thrashin that we like to visit. It's called El Pollo Corona Grill. Juan's always reluctant to go eat here.
Cole's the guy that I think we overhyped it for him. And I think it's good, but it maybe didn't live up to the standards we hyped it. But I think it's a good, safe spot.
All right, so here's the program. It's basically chicken, tri-tip, pork chops, comes with a side of tortilla. You get beans, salsa. They do offer burritos and quesadillas.
Combo plate, that's my go-to. You get a little bit of chicken, a little bit of tri-tip.
I'll do the number 8. Can I do corn tortillas, please? Can you also throw in an order of nachos? Do that with the tri-tip.
I'll do a number 5 combo plate with flour.
I'm also gonna do number 4.
Just the chips.
I ordered nachos, don't worry.
I know, I was gonna ask for a second round of chips, but I remember we got nachos.
Yeah, right here. Thank you.
Well, that's it.
There you go. The quesadillas coming right up, okay?
I got the half and half combo chicken.
Look at that chicken, dude. Fiery
Dude.
red. Oh, just right into the salsa.
I thought that was right.
Got the full plate of tri-tip,
nachos.
Tri-tip nachos. Look at that. All right, so check it out. Tri-tip, corn tortilla. I roll it up, get myself some salsa. Jalapeno. Oh. Bomb. Right in the gizzard.
Chicken, bro. I got the list because I knew we would forget. It's actually pretty hefty. Carbon choke cleaner, brake cleaner, Loctite, red and blue, thread sealant. We need shop rags, we need towels, we need Cole's light plug for the H4 because they like cut his off, and gloves.
Here we are, AutoZone. Let's see what we got.
We got carbon choke cleaner. I feel like it's somewhere around here. I was like, what are the torpedoes?
I got the shop rags.
We need some of the blue ones. Is it this one, Cole? What was it?
4, yeah. Is that H4?
That says, I don't know. Let's see.
That says, I don't know.
Should we get one of these switches for your horn?
Travis is gonna kill us for this. But
Chrome cleaner.
in case he can't find it.
I pay the bill, they all walk away without even grabbing anything.
Here, I got that, I got that.
Now you want to get it. Yeah. Thank you.
We're doing our part, bro. We're doing our part.
Dude, you're holding the camera, I open the door, Raymond's watching our back.
Catch.
Yeah.
All right, we're back from lunch and doing our errands to dial in the shop with goodies that we need. But Andreas just walked from the back with this package and it said, Thrashin Supply lengths. I opened this. I'm like, what did I order from Amazon? Enjoy your gift. Seen on the last vid, y'all definitely need one of these. Great for traveling on the bikes for Lance, Juan, and Cole. From Gage Eubanks at 12 Gage 411 on Insta.
What do we get,
So
dude?
we got some sort of gift, bro. All right. Oh, there's wrapping paper. Lithium jump starter, bro.
Oh, bro, that's sick.
Check it out.
Hey.
Can handle up to a 6.5 liter gas and a 4.0 liter diesel, bro.
Dude, unfortunately my 7 tree's out, but we got a lot of options.
Yeah, so this.
Dude, and a power pack. That's sick.
Yeah, this thing will come in handy. And we are packing right now, or getting ready for Sturgis, so. Hey Gage, thank you very much. This will come in handy. We'll find a spot for it. Thanks, dude. All right, so I'm just in the middle of changing my oil. I already put on a new oil filter. I'm working like a mess over here. I'm kind of in a rush. Put in new engine oil, and I am about to drop in the tranny fluid. Now, Juan is over here on to doing his brakes, and he about gasped when he opened his brake reservoir cap.
Oh, this thing is gnarly.
That's black.
Yeah, it should not be that color. Look, almost looks like there's a leak. Oh, like water seeps in.
So I don't know if you guys remember what mine looked like. My rear looked about like that. My front wasn't that bad. Doing just old school style?
Yeah, well, it's a little bit better. See, this is a check valve.
Okay.
So it helps not let the fluid go back.
Why aren't you just sucking it out like I did?
Cause, bro, I like this method. It works for me.
You're gonna pour on top of that?
I'm waiting for it. Ooh. Every pour gets clearer and clearer.
What's this?
Corrosion, all right? Chill.
Because you don't have a thrashing cap, dude.
I needed to dial me in, bro. Ooh.
In less than 6 days, we will be on the road. Next Tuesday will be our first vlog on the road to Sturgis. I am prepping my Dyna for a wash. I haven't washed this thing since Mexico.
I got a little bit of paint splatter from the construction workers painting lines.
Yep, it's got some Baja sand on it still.
Little Tijuana street water.
Yeah.
Other than that, what needs to be done to this thing? We need to clean the windshield.
Your windshield's showing up today at some point.
My windshield's showing up. My brake line is showing up that I broke the other day.
My bike needs still a little bit of work. I relocated my gauge to the top of the risers. New style gauge. Some features work, some don't, but it's okay. I like how it looks. It looks a lot cooler, has a tack speedo. Cole made me a little block off plate that I need to throw on here. Other than that, just fit shine. I already changed the oil, finished cleaning it up, get my luggage dialed in, and we'll be ready to hit the road. A new motor mount for the back of your bike that you're gonna put on when you did the true track. Is it on there?
Dude.
Right here. For a call. Isolator, engine mount, rear.
Dude.
You took it off.
I know, I literally had it in my hand.
I thought you put this
It
on.
shouldn't be that hard to get back off though, I don't think.
You put the old one back on?
Yeah, I put the old one back on.
Bro.
I was flustered because I snapped my brake line trying to get the true track in there.
Kind of covering up where water can get in while I'm washing it, just in case. Doesn't hurt to do. You're supposed to put water in this soap.
You do it in the bathroom.
You're not
and it's
supposed to
all
go.
watered down.
No. Good. It's pretty bad, and it's gonna get even worse riding to Sturgis, especially if we hit any rain. There's nothing like starting a trip, starting a journey on a crispy, fresh bike, super clean, fresh oil. So this is getting pretty exciting.
Every time we get there, I'm like, we gotta wash our bikes, dude. They get so hammered.
No, this year I think we should wash them.
Yeah, this year we're gonna bring stuff.
All right.
some of these bugs on this windshield have been on it since the last Sturgis ride when Jake rode his Dyna to Sturgis using my windshield. So I think this windshield's gonna be pretty pitted, but they're out of stock on Harley. All right, here's the fun part. That was the pre-rinse. Now the suds.
I was like, how did it close?
This real quick.
Right on, leave for no longer than 15 seconds.
Getting a points cover on here. I need a freshie. I've been needing a freshie, so.
I don't love the way that these shocks are mounted. I also don't like the mismatched hardware. So let's see if I can get something else to work. This bolt, that'll be about the same length. And then the end, which I'd prefer to run for looks.
Who is that? Who's pulling in? Hey, UPS truck pulled in. Go see if they got your windshield.
We got.
That one says 4, 5, 6, 7.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, so it looks like we got some stuff from fueling. Looks like my windshield.
Back! Windshield. And then we got
A couple of boxes from fueling too, it looks like.
Nice. So open that thing up. I want to see what it looks like.
together. Gotta put the clamps on. I don't got a headlight on right now.
Hey, brother.
Road ready, bro. As good as she's gonna get today, let's get her off, dry her off, and I'll do the rest polishing. Right here, go away. I mean, considering it's been to Sturgis 3 times, and I've also used it other times, and it's probably 6 to 8 years old, it's in decent condition. Make sure you get those spokes nice and clean. Make sure you polish all those spokes.
I'm gonna need your help cleaning my spokes.
July 30th, we're gonna be going live at 4 p.m. PST with the first vlog on our way to Sturgis. And any of you guys that are interested in how we pack and how we're gonna ride these Dynas, tune in this Sunday. I think that would be the 28th. Tune in the 28th of this month. We will be dropping also at 4 p.m. PST a video of how we pack, how we got our bikes ready, what we're bringing on the road for a 10-day road trip on our Dynas to Sturgis. As you can see, we have a little bit more to go. Juan's washing his bike. I'm gonna polish mine up. Cole's getting his windshield dialed in right now. He's gonna put bags on his bike. You can see how our bikes are all set up this Sunday and follow along on our trip. We gotta get these bikes done. Thank you guys for hanging out along this last week. One thing that you're excited about, boys, I'm excited to hit the road, be on the road for 10 days and having a blast. And I can't wait to buy Juan shots of tequila.
I'm excited to hit new places. I think we haven't figured out the route,
Yeah.
but I know there's gonna be something new and I'm excited to check out a new route.
Going back, like I said, I enjoy the ride there just as much as I enjoy being there. It's all so much fun. And I think it's kind of cool, like kind of leaving the conversation open as the exact route that we're taking. Kind of know where we're going on the first day, but beyond that, I mean, there's like, we got a little bit extra time, maybe some spots we're gonna check out. I just love going and seeing different parts of America.
And we don't know how this thing's gonna hold up.
Oh, that's true. Oh, another thing, we gotta tune it too.
Yeah.
That's another thing we gotta check in on Sunday too.
All right, guys, wish us some luck. We'll see you this Sunday, and then we'll see you Tuesday when we hit the road.
See you later.
Y'all down the road.
What's that? All right, you wanna send that shit?
I mean, it's pretty good stuff. I wouldn't call it shit.
Send that shit.